Maybe this moment does not feel like any other moment in your life. You are not just listening to a story. You are standing at a quiet turning point, even if you do not realize it yet. If you listen slowly and deeply, without rushing your thoughts, this might be the moment when something inside you begins to shift, gently, silently, but in a way that truly matters. Let me ask you one honest question, and answer it only for yourself. Are you truly satisfied with the life you are living right now? Or are you simply getting used to it? If today were the last day of your life, would you feel proud of the person you have become, the choices you made, and the courage you showed when it really mattered? If your answer is not yet, then congratulations. Not because something is missing, but because you have awakened. Awareness is the first sign that real change is finally possible. If there is still a quiet desire inside you, a gentle restlessness, a feeling that you were not born just to live like this, then this story is speaking directly to you. Do not listen to this story only with your ears. Listen with your life, your experiences, your struggles, and your hopes. Let these words meet you where you truly are. And if you want to improve your English while learning how to think more deeply about life, press the subscribe button now and walk this journey together with English Richness. Because sometimes, just one story, heard at the right moment, is enough to change not only your thoughts, but the entire direction of your life. Lesson 1. The uncomfortable truth. Your life will not change by accident. It does not improve just because you hope, or because you watch one more motivational video. Life only changes when you decide to change. Not slowly by luck, not quietly by waiting, but the exact moment you choose to take responsibility for your own direction. The truth is, we are very good at making excuses. I am too young. I am too old. I do not have money. I do not have time. I am not lucky like others. But be honest with yourself. Most of these reasons are not facts. They are safe places where procrastination can hide. It is not because you cannot do it. It is because you have not yet dared to take full responsibility for your life, your choices, and your future. And that is why so many people live their entire lives without ever touching their true potential, even though it has always been quietly inside them. Lesson 2. Why most people fail. It is not because they are less intelligent, and not because they lack opportunities. The real reason is much simpler. They do not take action. They complain more than they change. They analyze more than they begin. They wait for the perfect moment, which never exists. Do you really believe successful people had an easy path? What you often see is the result, not the doubt, struggle, and pain behind the scenes. Oprah Winfrey was born into poverty, grew up with deep emotional wounds, and was told that she would never become anything meaningful in life. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Thomas Edison failed more than 1,000 times before creating the first working light bulb. Their common point was never luck alone. They simply refused to stop. They kept moving forward long after most people would have already quit. Lesson 3. Imagining the life you truly want. Close your eyes for a moment, just for a moment. Allow yourself to imagine a different kind of morning. You wake up in a home you once believed only existed in dreams. Soft sunlight moves through the window. There is no rush. There is no quiet anxiety. Outside, a car stands there, not as a symbol of luxury, but as proof of your effort, your discipline, and the long nights when you did not give up. And most importantly, your parents are smiling. Not because you are rich, but because they finally feel at peace, knowing their child is safe and strong. They remember the nights they stayed awake, worrying about you. Now they see someone capable, grounded, and ready to stand firmly on their own feet. That dream is not unrealistic, and it is not too far away. But you must understand one thing clearly. Every meaningful dream always asks for a price. Lesson 4. Habits that build you or break you. Let me be honest with you. The life you are living today is shaped by small habits repeated daily. Every hour spent scrolling without awareness. Every night you choose delay instead of real rest. Every time you say, tomorrow will be better. Time is the most valuable asset you have, and the most frightening truth is this. Once it passes, it never comes back to you again. Successful people do not have more time than you. They wake up with the same 24 hours. They simply choose to use that time differently. Lesson 5. Think about your parents. Think about your mother. For 9 long months, she carried you inside her body, holding quiet worries and silent hopes, sleepless nights, unspoken fears, personal dreams she gently set aside, all so that you could have a chance to grow, to live, and to become someone stronger. And think about your father. He may not speak love easily, but he carried responsibility quietly, working, enduring, and protecting without asking for recognition. They never asked you to become great. They only hoped you would live with kindness, stability, and dignity, safe enough to face life on your own. And one day, it will be your turn, not to repay them, but to continue their strength, their values, and the love that shaped who you are today. Lesson 6. Success always requires sacrifice. No one tells you this often enough. Success is not comfortable, and it never arrives at a convenient time. It comes when you wake up earlier, when you say no to meaningless pleasures, when you work quietly while others are busy entertaining themselves. There is an old story. A young man once asked a wise mentor how to become successful. The mentor led him into the ocean without explaining anything. He pushed the young man's head underwater. When the man surfaced, gasping for air, the mentor spoke calmly, without anger or drama. When you want success as badly as you wanted to breathe, the mentor said, that is the moment you will truly be ready to succeed. Lesson 7. Your environment shapes you. Look around you carefully. The people you spend time with are either lifting you higher or holding you back. You cannot fly high if you remain in a room with a low ceiling. Your surroundings quietly define what feels possible and what feels unreachable. Sometimes, growing up means learning to step away from relationships that no longer fit the person you are becoming, even when that decision feels uncomfortable. Lesson 8. Belief and the mind. No one truly believes in you before you believe in yourself. The world is full of doubt, but the most dangerous voice lives inside you. Be careful with how you speak to yourself each day. Your mind is like a garden. Whatever thoughts you plant, positive or negative, will eventually grow into your reality. Lesson 9. Failure is not your enemy. Failure does not come to destroy you. It comes to teach you lessons that success alone could never explain. No one ever succeeds without falling. The real difference is simple. How many times you are willing to stand up after life knocks you down. Lesson 10. Start small and think big. You do not need to change everything in one day. Real change begins with small, consistent actions. 10 minutes of exercise, 5 new English words a day, $10 saved each week. Small steps may feel slow, but they quietly build powerful journeys. Lesson 11. Gratitude and awareness. While chasing your dreams, do not forget to appreciate where you are now. Gratitude protects you from burnout and emptiness. It reminds you how far you have already come and gives you the strength to continue moving forward, even on days when motivation feels distant. Lesson 12. Do not settle for an ordinary life. Life always offers 2 choices: comfort or growth, safety or breakthrough. You must decide who you become. Do not live only to survive. Live to become. Become stronger, wiser, and more honest with yourself about the life you truly want to create. Time is moving. You are not too young, and you are not too late. The perfect moment you are waiting for is not coming. It is already here. Start now, even if it feels small, because the life you truly want is waiting for you on the other side of courage and quiet commitment. If this story made you pause for a moment, share it with someone who needs a gentle reminder today. Subscribe and turn on notifications for new stories. And ask yourself one honest question. What is the very first thing you will change today, not tomorrow, not someday, but right now? At English Richness, we do not tell stories only to help you learn English. We share stories to help you live deeper, clearer, and more true. Better English, better life. And most importantly, you better. Starting today, this moment is yours. Do not let it pass quietly.